Hey there, folks. I'm Joe Crawford, and every day, pretty much, I go to CSSBattle.dev, do the daily target, and I record it. And today it's words, AT, sort of. What is this shape? That's fun. Whatever the heck this is fun. But I have no idea how to do it. It's kind of interesting. It's very asymmetrical. It has some commonalities. Is it one figure or two? What's the shape? Let's make two elements. And the second one is going to be translated. Okay, so, all right, I'm going to do two elements. And I'm going to use borders predominantly, I think. All right, first element. Let's set some margin, 0, 0. Okay, and I'm going to delete the second one to start with. Okay, so let's do some numbers. This needs to be, 25, 30, and then this number needs to be 100. Keyboard is a little wonky. Fix that. 140, 50, 60, 70, 2. 0 is fine for now. And then how about 40, 50, 60, 2. Okay, and then the height is 200, 300, 400. Okay. Is that what I want? Probably not. I probably want to do borders here. I'm going to delete this background. And I'm going to do border solid, and then the color. And then the border width is going to be like 40 pixels, 40 pixels, 40, maybe 40, 40, 0, 40. Okay, and that kind of does it. That means this needs to be less, 220, 200. Well, that gets me that. So when I do another one, that second shape is not really a lot like the other one, but maybe we can make it work. So P plus P, and I'm going to put a background on it so I can see it. Background. Why not pink? Fine. And we could do a linear gradient for the inner of the, what I'll call an A figure. Minus 100. Minus 200, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. Okay, and then I'm going to translate him over. Translate 40 pixels, 50, 60, 70, 80. No, actually, no, I don't want that at all, do I? I don't want that at all. What I think I want is instead to use margins on him as well. Margin, left, or just margins. I'll do 4 there. So that's what I get when I do zeros. So let's shape him into place. So this 0, make it 10, 20, 30. Okay, and then this last number is going to be 100, 140, 50, 200, 210. And let's do border none. So, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 65, 67. And then this number needs to be probably what? Probably needs to be 62. No. How about 52? How about 42? How about 47? Okay. So there's that. And I think we do border. So for this one, we're going to do border width 40, 0, 0. And then eliminate this background. Okay, so is there a background that I can do for each one? So this is not bad. This is not bad. But we need a background. And I would like to be able to reuse that background in some way. Maybe we can't, and that's fine. But we get a linear gradient. Yeah, that's okay if we don't totally get to do it. Linear gradient. This white color. Yes. 40 pixels. Transparent. And then 0, and then 50 pixels. Sure. 50? Maybe 60? There it is. Okay, and then this background is a little different. It's a linear gradient as well. 90 degrees. Like that. And then 20 pixels. And I need the word background, colon, obviously, to actually get a background. That's close. How about 25? Or 15? There we go. So that's a sideways background. So there you can see that background now. And then this one is the background as well. There it is. Everything else is done with borders. This is not bad. Let's submit. I think we're done. Excuse me. I think we've done it. There are a lot of different approaches with a figure like this. Some interesting approaches can be done. Make a flat element. I guess one of the approaches that we could take would be to stretch things. We could also set, if this is 40, we could set border colors on this in some interesting ways. I don't think it's going to work very well, because if it's 40 and 40, then you're going to get beveling. So if we did the sides of this eye as 40 pixel, then we would see a 45 degree angle on this, and that would be no good. So this is acceptable. Keyboard is not acting totally friendly to me today. Final submission. It's not too bad. Not too bad. 630. It's 100% match. I don't have anything to add to this one. I might. This is a one that I might do another video on. Maybe a low odds of that. But I find myself wondering what other approaches might be interesting, because we've got, this single. We've got flats that are pretty simple, and you can do box shadows with those, and that's sort of fun. The other approach would be to create a field of white on a single element and then fill in these green spots. That's kind of interesting. I got a comment yesterday about, hey, couldn't you use a clip path on yesterday's or day before's? Yes, you can always use a clip path. You can always try a clip path. There's nothing wrong with that. If I don't use a technique that you think of, that's cool. You do it that way. There are so many ways to accomplish all of these graphical elements. As I look at this, I could make it all borders. I could do it all backgrounds. I could have it all be figures. I could do everything as gradients. I've done a fair bit of this, and so yes, I'm aware there's other ways to do things, and I'm always trying to learn new techniques. One of the more interesting ones, and maybe something you could do here, is border. is it their new beveling is available for borders, and so you could do some interesting techniques. Hyperellipse, yeah, look up hyperellipse. That's sort of fun. Lots going on in CSS always. Again, I use Safari. Nothing against Chrome, which is what the backend is, or Firefox, which is another great browser, or Edge. I use Safari partly because my emphasis is on CSS that maybe I can reuse to make web pages. I do like cold golf. I do like to get the shortest thing. That's not what these videos are really about. Although I do, show some techniques, and obviously, every one of these videos has links to the GitHub plugins that I've got, which includes a minification, and so I am running some minification that I care about. All that said, that's it. Hope you're having a great day. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Go make a webpage, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.